everyone, this is Grizz in the Woods. I'm here at Top of Georgia Hiker Hostel with Tom, and he is the
co-founder and vice president.
Co-founder and vice president of Hike for Mental Health, which, as you guys may know, is the organization I am currently raising $5,000 for Hike for Mental Health. And so, thank you. Tom, if you can go ahead and tell us a little bit about the organization.
Well, we raise money. We have hikers hiking on the Appalachian Trail, the Pacific Crest Trail. We do day hikes around the country. People volunteer to lead hikes for us. We do an annual Summit Mount Washington hike, where we usually have about 70 hikers on that. We do a Bear Mountain hike. It's called the Hike to Oktoberfest, which is a lot of fun. At the end of that hike, you have Oktoberfest, and that's a lot of fun. We are a nonprofit, a 501, and we raise funds for mental health research. 80% of what we raise goes to the Brain and Behavior Research Foundation. They're located in New York. They give $50,000 grants to scientists that are on the cutting edge of research but have not been funded yet. Once they get funded, it's a lot easier for them to get funded after that. 10% goes to the PCT, the Pacific Crest Trail, and 10% goes to the Appalachian Trail. Last few months ago at the gathering, we gave a check to the ATC for $11,300. So not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And there's three friends. Leo Walker is the president, and Nancy Kanazeki is the secretary. The three of us are the founders of Hike for Mental Health.
Awesome. Thank you very much. And I just want to say that I'm very excited about helping out for this organization. And if you guys could do your part by going ahead, and I'll post a link down below about how you can donate to the Hike for Mental Health. We really appreciate it. And I want to thank you for your time, Tom.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Tom Kennedy. I'm vice president and co-founder of a great organization called Hike for Mental Health. I'm here with Chris, one of the AT hikers this year who is hiking for Hike for Mental Health. And we are in beautiful Hiawassee, Georgia. We're at Top of Georgia Hiker Hostel. 1/2 mile up the road is the Appalachian Trail, and Chris has been hiking on it. So Chris, what made you decide to Hike for Mental Health?
Well, I've been battling my own mental health issues for about 8 years now. And so I've spent some time in the hospital for depression and psychosis. Those are some issues for me. Came back from Iraq, kind of had some issues. And so I ended up losing 3 friends to suicide, and as well as my mom having some mental health issues of her own. Mental health has just kind of been a big problem in my life, and it's been a big issue. And so I just wanted to go ahead and try and raise some money and try and help out other people suffering with mental health issues. And I Googled your organization, and you guys came right up, and thought you guys were a perfect fit for me.
Great. 1 in 4 people suffer from some form of mental illness. And I don't mean this in a jokingly way, but I think it's actually even more on the trail, because it seems to me that a lot of people who are suffering from some form of mental illness, they get a real satisfaction, and it really helps them when they're out in the wilderness. How has that affected you, just being out in the wilderness and away from the hustle and bustle?
I feel like it's really where I'm meant to be right now. I've always loved going on hikes to kind of decompress from civilization, but I think as far as me being out here now, it's done a lot for my mental health already. I feel more at home with myself, kind of gives me time to kind of confront my issues and just kind of learn to deal with them. And I love hiking, and this is just really meant for me.
Well, the Appalachian Trail, I kind of look at her as like a little bit of a dominatrix. And, people get called, to the trail. Some are called to hike, some are called to be angels, but it is a call, and people answer the call. The problem is she tends to call too many people, and then she tries to shake all these people off the trail. Have you had any thoughts of quitting yet at all? Because I know you've had some horrendous weather, sub-freezing temperatures, single-digit temperatures, rain like crazy.
Yes.
How has that been for you?
I'd say I was great up until today. Today I had a 13-mile day. It was a long, hard day. My knees were killing me. It's going on some really steep terrain, and it just raining and cold all day. And I got to a point where I was just like, if today is gonna break me, it'd be today. And I ended up getting to the top of the mountain and started making my way down. And as soon as I got to the road and I realized that I'd hit 69.2 miles, I brought a lot of overwhelming excitement for me. And then, coming here to top of Georgia Hiker Hostel, I knew I was going to warm up and be great too. So it was just really boosted my morale. And so I figure if you just stick with it, you'll make it through.
Well, you have just under 9 miles to go, and then you're out of Georgia, and then you're into North Carolina. Unfortunately, the way the saying goes is, welcome to North Carolina, now climb. Thanks, it's great talking to you. I want to thank you so much for what you're doing for Hiker Mental Health, raising money, and I really appreciate it a lot.
Thank you, Tom. Appreciate
All right,
it.
thank you.